What's up, beautiful black people? It's your girl Cook, and I'm back dropping off those tips, hacks, and secrets to make your everyday life hassle a little bit easier. One thing people miss when picking partners, friends, hell, even jobs is the big C word. And what is that, huh? Compatibility. So I know I tell y'all about compatibility a lot, but I don't think I ever gave a definition. So what is compatibility? Compatibility is a state where two or more things can exist and occur together without problems or issues. Now, we know this may not be the case with relationships because we know things are going to come up, but that means you have a healthy resolve or resolution to your problems. So today we're going to get into 7 questions to test compatibility. I want you to ask these questions for yourself, with your partner, for your friends, and even your job. Answering these questions can really bring some resolution to you feeling more confident or you feeling more satisfied in life. Question number 1, does the relationship feel balanced? Now, this could be with your job. Does the work that you do equate to the pay that you make? Now, be careful with this one, because if you be stealing time and you be chilling and texting your dude on the clock, this don't apply to you, huh? Yeah, be mindful of that. Also, being mindful of our relationships. Is it compatible? Is it reciprocated, what we're putting in and what we're getting out? Because we need that balance if it's compatible, right? Question number 2, can you have a productive, problem-solving conversation? Now, for those relationships, if every time y'all fight, y'all can't fight fair, and y'all never really talk about an answer, you just sweep it under the rug and move on to the next thing, that's going to come up again, and I'm probably sure you've already seen that. That's not going to work out. You may not be compatible. What I do advise, something that me and my boyfriend took into consideration, when we have a problem-solving plan, things that I'm good at, things that you good at, and being mindful of the things that we not good at in this problem-solving process, and using that to help us. Question number 3, do you share the same values? I know a lot of times, a lot of people use words like growing out of this relationship, growing out of this friendship. And that may be true, even growing out of a job. When your values don't align, if we don't have the same things valued, then eventually it's gonna come a time where it be like, all right, are you as focused as I need you to be, or are you too focused? She don't never get no self-care time. Being mindful of those things, because we value different things. That means our priorities will lie in different places. Number 4, are your goals compatible? The funny thing about this one is, with jobs, a lot of times our goals do not align with the job. And that's something we should work on. If your goals don't align with what your job got going on, eventually you're going to find yourself wanting to steal time on the clock, not wanting to be there, wanting to leave early. Is there any VTO, PTO? I'm trying to hop on that because I don't want to be here. So being mindful, if your goals align with your job goals, is important, as well as with your friends and families. If you have goals and they don't, or they have goals and you don't, eventually it's going to combust because y'all going in 2 different directions. Question number 5, do you have the same needs for together time versus individual time? We have our clingy people or our needy people, and I would say sometimes that's not the case. They just require more together time than their partner. Or we have what me and my boyfriend like to say, people that are in their bubble. A lot of times they're not probably in their bubble. They just require more individual time. And that's perfectly okay, because we have to be able to balance individual time and together time with our partner so that we're both satisfied, right? And as well as with our job, as well as with our friends. You can't bring work home. You can't bring all your friend drama or your friend problems home to your partner or to your job. Like, we have to have balance with all 3. Big 6. Question number 6, do you have common interests? One thing about growing out of people or growing out of relationships, a lot of times that means common interests. Our common interests have changed. When I was younger, when I was in undergrad, I used to go to the club every Thursday. Every Thursday I was in the sand trap faithfully. Now, I can't tell you the last time I went to the club. And all my homeboys and homegirls that still go to the club, I ain't in there with them. We don't spend that much time together. We still know we cool, but we had to reset some boundaries because our common interests have changed. And if we relied on those club days to carry our relationship, we wouldn't have one anymore because I don't be outside no more for real. And for our final compatibility question, do you feel safe speaking up for yourself? Now this can be with your relationship, with your friends, or even at your job. Now, interestingly enough, the one about your job, you got to be careful with that one because we can't get too comfortable, because we still need our coin. We still need our job at the end of the day until we find something else. But once you will realize through these compatibility questions that that partner, that friend, that job is not compatible for you, then we set goals to exit. We have an exit plan so we can do it. Now today, for cooks crumble before everything gets crazy in the office, be mindful of having an exit plan, you guys. You may need one. If your goals don't align with your friends, with your partner, or even with your job, be mindful of that. And have an exit plan.